Gunther fined and suspended indefinitely for his actions against the commentary team. One of WWE's most dominant forces has crossed a line, and now he's paying the price. Gunther, the ring general, a man who held the Intercontinental Championship longer than anyone in modern history, has found himself at the center of controversy and chaos. After a shocking attack on the commentary team during last week's episode of Raw, WWE has officially handed down punishment, an undisclosed fine, and an indefinite suspension. But is there more to the story? What led to this explosion of violence? And what does it mean for Gunther's future in WWE? This is the full story behind the Ring General's fall from grace. The incident that shook WWE. It was supposed to be just another intense night on Monday Night Raw. The WWE Universe tuned in expecting great matches and the usual chaos, but no one anticipated what would unfold near the end of the show. Gunther had just come off a grueling match against Jey Uso, a hard-hitting, back-and-forth war that had the crowd on their feet. Though Gunther lost the match due to a shocking distraction from Sami Zayn, it was what happened after the bell that truly stunned fans. As Jey celebrated on the ramp, Gunther stormed out of the ring, enraged. But instead of chasing his opponent or confronting Zayn, he turned his fury elsewhere. In a moment that left the arena in shocked silence, Gunther walked over to ringside and unleashed hell on the commentary team. Michael Cole was the first to be grabbed. Gunther screamed at him, furious about the way he'd called the match. When Corey Graves tried to intervene, he was shoved to the ground like a rag doll. The monitors were ripped from the desk, chairs were thrown, and in an instant, the entire announce area was destroyed. Security rushed to the scene, but not before Gunther picked up one of the monitors and hurled it across the table, barely missing Cole. It was chaos. The screen cut to black as officials struggled to contain the Ring General, and the WWE Universe was left with one haunting question. What just happened? WWE's official statement: suspended indefinitely. Just 24 hours after the incident, WWE issued an official statement on all their social platforms and WWE.com. Due to his unprovoked and unacceptable actions against WWE's commentary team, Gunther has been fined an undisclosed amount and suspended indefinitely, effective immediately. This marked one of the rare times WWE publicly acknowledged a punishment of this magnitude, especially for a top-level superstar. The wording was clear: unprovoked, unacceptable, indefinitely. There was no sugarcoating it. This was a public black mark on Gunther's legacy. But fans immediately began asking questions. Was the punishment too harsh? Was this storyline real? And what made Gunther, normally calm, collected, and strategic, lose control in such a violent way? Inside the mind of the Ring General. To understand why Gunther exploded, you have to understand who he is. For nearly 2 years, Gunther reigned as the Intercontinental Champion, dominating every challenger in his path. From Sheamus to Drew McIntyre to Chad Gable, no one could outfight him. His run was historic, hard-earned, and respected across the wrestling world. But after losing the title at WrestleMania to Sami Zayn, something inside him seemed to snap. No longer the dominant champion, Gunther began lashing out at opponents, backstage staff, and now, the very people paid to tell his story, the commentators. Sources backstage reveal that Gunther has grown increasingly frustrated with how he's been portrayed since losing the title. He reportedly believes commentary has disrespected his accomplishments and shifted the spotlight away from him in favor of the newer faces rising up the ranks. Michael Cole, who often praises talent like Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Braun Breaker, has seemingly become a lightning rod for Gunther's resentment. So when he lost to Jey, and heard Cole calling the match in favor of main event Jey Uso, that may have been the final straw. Backstage reactions: shock, fear, and support. The backstage fallout was immediate and intense. According to multiple reports, Michael Cole was shaken after the incident. While not seriously injured, he reportedly told officials he's never felt that level of legitimate fear on the job. Corey Graves, who is much younger and physically capable, was said to be furious, not just at being attacked, but at how WWE allowed things to spiral. Other commentators like Wade Barrett, Byron Saxton, and Kathy Kelly took to social media to express concern and frustration. But interestingly, not everyone condemned Gunther. Some wrestlers, speaking anonymously, defended his outburst. One veteran told reporters, "People don't understand the pressure he's under. He carried that title like a general. Now he's being treated like an afterthought. Maybe he snapped, but I get it." Even Ludwig Kaiser, Gunther's longtime ally, posted a cryptic tweet that read, "The world never appreciates greatness until it's gone." Triple H's role: decision maker or scapegoat. Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, was reportedly the one who signed off on the punishment. Sources claim Hunter was disappointed but not surprised by Gunther's behavior. While he's long respected Gunther's discipline and passion, he knows boundaries must be enforced, especially when non-wrestling personnel are attacked. But some believe Triple H is caught in a political storm. With TKO leadership placing greater emphasis on public image, brand protection, and corporate sponsorships, there's pressure to come down hard on anything that might damage WWE's reputation. Attacking commentators, especially someone like Michael Cole, a trusted voice for 25 years, crosses that line. Behind closed doors, some believe Triple H's decision was less about personal feelings and more about protecting the company from backlash. Fans react. Divided opinions explode online. Online, the WWE universe is completely split. Some fans are outraged by Gunther's actions, calling him unprofessional, dangerous, and ungrateful. They argue that commentary teams are off-limits and that attacking them shows a lack of respect for the industry. Others, however, see it differently. To them, Gunther is a frustrated warrior, someone who gave everything to the company, only to be cast aside after one loss. They believe the punishment is excessive and question if WWE is trying to silence one of their most compelling stars. Hashtag Justice for Gunther began trending shortly after WWE announced his suspension, with fans posting clips of his greatest matches and praising his dedication to wrestling as an art form. Still, others simply wonder if this is all part of a larger storyline, a slow burn leading to something even bigger. The future, what happens next? So where does Gunther go from here? With an indefinite suspension hanging over his head, he's officially off TV and possibly off upcoming premium live events. But there are already rumors swirling about what this could lead to. One theory suggests that this is the beginning of Gunther's transformation. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Was WWE right to suspend him? Is this part of a greater storyline? And what would you do if you were Triple H? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because if history tells us anything, it's that when Gunther returns, the whole world will feel it.